So here we are. Here is a right triangle. Now I'm color coding this just so we can remember. And if it helps you to remember that those are two legs, you know, just put that right angle in there. I mean, I don't think they show these on the assignment, if I remember right. But what do we got? Well, let's go back. So it should be a leg squared plus the other leg squared should be the hypotenuse as a square. Now, it doesn't matter the order that you put the legs in. We just know that they're both legs. Okay, they both make up the right angle. So one of them is 14 and the other one is 10. So we're going to square both legs, add them together, and we should get a hypotenuse as a square. Now remember, we don't want the hypotenuse as a square. We only want the side length of that square. That's the actual hypotenuse. So when we get to the end, once we get this all evaluated over here, then we can square root both sides and have just the hypotenuse. Well, I know what 10 squared is, but
Is it 196?
I'm going to just double check. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So 14 to the power of 2. 14 times 14 is going to give us 196. 10 times 10, that's one I can do that one. But we're going to add those together. And again, this is going to be the hypotenuse squared, not the hypotenuse. And now we're ready to add these two together. And, well, it's not too bad either. 296 now is still the hypotenuse as a square. The last thing I need to do to get just the hypotenuse, since I have a square for my hypotenuse, I'm just going to square root both sides. Okay, so the square root and the square exponent are going to undo each other. And the square root of 296, my calculator knows what that is. 2 square root 296. So this is what my calculator says. It says 2 square root of 74. This would be what we would consider the exact value. And it may ask for it sometime, so just be aware. Again, I'm forgetting on the assignment if it wants the exact value. And let's see, it didn't give us any units on those, so we're not going to worry about labeling these. But I want that decimal, right? Because it said round your answer to the nearest hundredth. So I just pushed my double arrow button in the bottom right, just above the enter button, and it gives me this number instead. 17.20465 and some change. There's more than that, but let's just keep it there because we just need to round this to the nearest hundredth, which is the 0. So that's 2 decimal places. The 4 is going to keep the 0, 0. So we'll just say our final answer rounded to the nearest hundredth, 17.20. And I don't know that you really need the 0 there, but that's the approximate length of the hypotenuse that we've now rounded. And that's it.